Hello, everybody's. It's been a few days, hasn't it? I did the reactions. Yeah, that's what I did. Those things. Anyway, thank you. I mentioned Jessie Grimes. I hope I remember that order correctly. I mentioned that she commented on my Greatest Showman. I also forgot to mention she subscribed, so thank you. Anyway, kind of normal vlog today. Not much has changed really. I am still waiting to hear back from Mackinac Wheels. And on top of that, it's tax season, and I'm getting nervous because I haven't gotten any of my W-2s yet, and I should at least be getting 5 because I'll be getting one from Lakeview, the Halloween store, Lawrence, and I should be getting one from Staples, and I should be getting one from Advantage Solutions because I did get one paycheck from them before I left the store. So I should be getting at least 5 W-2s, and I haven't got a single one yet. And the only reason I'm freaking out is apparently my parents are already getting theirs for Walmart. So I'm like, I haven't gotten mine yet. That being said, it is only the week after New Year's. It's only January 11th. So I don't think I need to panic yet because I think Walmart jumps the gun and is a little early on the W-2. So that's the only reason I started freaking out, because I'm like, I have 5 of them. And if I get this job with Mackinac Wheels, I want to get my taxes done as soon as I can, because as soon as those get done, I can go work on renewing my loan payment plan, because I want to get that renewed if I'm able to before I go up north, because every time I've had to renew it, I've had to send in like pay stubs and stuff. And that's kind of hard to do, and with me being in that new job. So I want to get done before I officially start the job if I get the job, so I don't have to wait and say, okay, this, because I have until I think May, and I think I can start renewing it as early as March. So I really want to get that renewed and get the ball rolling on that, because it was so nice last year being able to go ahead and get that renewed before I went up to start at Lakeview, and in May I found out, okay, I got cleared, so it was nice doing that. So I need to get these things in and get it done. So, but this is all hypothetical if I even get a job on Mackinac Island this summer. Good news is it looks like they're going to start posting jobs on the Mackinac Island job posting page. They redid the pictures, and they also posted a job for the historical parks, which would be a nice job. Except I would only ever want to work in the office that they have. They have a building that's an office. It's where you go to get the tickets for like the fort and stuff. And it's not part of the fort. It's set back away from it. Would probably not want to work there on Memorial Day. But the thing is if you do like an office, like an administration type job, you don't know where you're going to end up. So that's why I'm not applying there. But I haven't heard back from Dodds. I haven't heard back from Mackinac Wheels. I'm still waiting. My mom's like, it's only been a week. But I'm like, yeah, but I'm starting to get nervous. So I'm actually worrying about that. And then probably next week I'll start worrying about the W-2s. And if I don't have them by the start of February, I will probably be contacting everybody like crazy going, hey, I kind of would like my W-2, because the sooner I get them in, the sooner my taxes are filed. And then next year we deal with the headache of the new tax plan. Which actually in Michigan, the governor, for once, is doing something smart. The governor and his cronies have noticed that, hey, this so-called tax cut, it's actually going to cost the thousands of Michiganders, like myself and my family, we're going to lose the state is going to lose billions of dollars from this new tax cut, this new tax plan. So he and his government, they're rushing to get like a bill or a law passed that will allow Michiganders to keep some of these exemptions for like the state taxes up, to keep those exemptions so we don't lose out on all this money. So our governor is actually doing something smart for once. By the way, I think if Oprah ran for president, she would totally beat Donald Trump. Is it bad that a small part of me is hoping that Oprah runs for president in 2020? Is that bad? Is that wrong of me? So, but other than that, nothing new. The weather has changed. As you can see, all my snow is almost gone. We warmed up, and it is raining, but it's supposed to get cold again for a little bit. So, hey, my hair actually looks nice today. So it's just a dreary, dreary day. But other than that, it's been cool. We haven't gone out a lot. My mom's like busy working. And my mom actually went to the hospital the other day. She has, I think it's an unhinged shoulder. She was having really severe pain in, I think, her right shoulder, one of her shoulders. She went to the hospital. They say, oh, it's in a hinge shoulder. We're going to put you on this huge catalog of drugs, including steroids and ibuprofen, all that lovely stuff, to try and get this to go away. I guess her shoulder, it's really inflamed or something, and she can't move it. She's really hurts her to move it and stuff. But they're hoping if she takes this battery of drugs that they don't have to do an MRI and they don't have to do surgery. So, my poor mom, last year was gallbladder, which led to a really bad, like, MRSA-like infection, which led to a diagnosis of a severe latex allergy, which led to food restrictions and medicine restrictions, and now she has this thing. So she is just in so much pain, my poor mom. So they actually told her, she went in last Friday. She cut work to go get her shoulder checked because that was how bad it was. They actually told her to go get checked. Then she went back to work. Went in Friday to do that, and then they told her, one of the bosses said, don't come in Saturday. Don't come in Saturday with your shoulder that's screwed up. So she actually got Saturday off. So that was nice for her. But she's in pain and she's doing her best. I actually she bought some fabric and I made her a big fluffy pillow because she has to sleep a certain way now. So my poor mom is like totally, I don't know what's wrong with her. I'm just lucky all I did when I hit my rotator cuff was like, okay, we're going to put you on, we want you to stop lifting things that are 50 pounds or more. So, which is a good thing because bikes don't weigh 50 pounds. Bikes are actually really light. So, but there's not much going on. We are racing towards my brother's birthday. My brother's birthday is actually on the 21st and mine's on the 8th. So our birthdays are coming up, and then March 3rd is my dad. So there's boom, 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 boom. We have a birthday pretty much every month in my family. Big family. So not much going on but in terms of Star Wars news, some people are saying we could see at least a teaser trailer, if not a trailer for Solo, a Star Wars movie, as early as the end of this week. Apparently Ron Howard has been posting stuff or letting stuff slip, so they're saying we could see a trailer for that by the end of this week, which would be nice. Yesterday, the Star Wars show, StarWars.com, their Star Wars show posted a really cool 27-minute video on YouTube, on their YouTube channel called Star Wars Show Secrets of the Last Jedi Revealed. And don't watch this if you haven't seen The Last Jedi yet. But who's kidding? At this point, if you're a Star Wars fan, you have seen Last Jedi at least once, if not more. I wish I could go see it more times. But they released this really cool 27-minute video. It had members of the storyboard group, including Pablo Hidalgo, which is always cool to see Pablo. He is so funny. And they were just talking, they were with Andy Gutierrez, and they were just talking about all this stuff in Star Wars. Like, in one scene, you see a compass. Luke has a compass in his belongings that he picked up in Battlefront 2. And what they're not saying is that compass may have led him to Ahch-To. The Dreadnought plans are also seen in Battlefront 2. They talk about how in Rogue One, when Jyn and Cassian are going to get the Death Star plans, she mentions a project the Empire is working on called hyperspace tracking. And here's the thing, if you're a Star Wars Rebels fan like me, you can go back to the first season of Rebels in, not the Empire Day episode, the one after it, where Ezra and Kanan, they have brought the Rodian friend of Ezra's parents back on at Sibo, and Sibo has that cybernetic implant. He's downloaded all this information, and Chopper rolls in and says, oh, there's a tracer on the ship, and Sibo reveals that one of the pet projects from Sinar system for the Empire is a way to track ships through hyperspace to their destination. So back in Rebels, hyperspace tracking, the Empire was experimenting with hyperspace tracking. So that's really cool because they like, oh, it's in Rogue One. I'm like, if you go back further, if you go back to Star Wars Rebels, which takes place like starting 5 years before Rogue One, they are talking about, they actually have like a type of tracer, but that tracer has to be attached to the ship and it attaches to the Phantom when they're able to throw the Empire off their tracks. And this one, the tracer is actually on it's actually on the ship itself. So different, but it was cool. So it was really cool learning like all the cameos. Like at one point, that all three of Mark Hamill's kids are in the movie. Gareth Edwards makes an appearance, and it's really awesome they reveal who Mark Hamill was in the Canto Bight scene, who David Warwick was, David Warwick's daughter is in that scene. So it was really cool learning all this stuff, and they give hints. It's like if you paid really close attention, you could tell this and that. So I'm trying hard not to spoil it because I'm sure some people haven't seen it yet. So if you've seen The Last Jedi, go check it out. It's a really great video to watch, and it's really helpful because there are so many questions about The Last Jedi. So it was really cool seeing this and how they don't give anything away, but they do talk about it. So it was really nice to see. It was fun. So it was a good video. But speaking of Star Wars Rebels, rumors are flying about the return of Star Wars Rebels. According to one source, Star Wars Rebels won't be returning until May of 2018. I am of the group that sees that as highly unlikely. There is no way Disney and Lucasfilm are going to sit on the final season of Star Wars Rebels and wait to release it to May. Why? Well, this year, May 25th, 2018, that's the release date of Solo: A Star Wars Story. Now, one of the reasons they did the broke up Star Wars Rebels was, one, the winter break. Most shows take a hiatus during the holiday season. And two, which I also read is probably another likely reason, is they didn't want Rebels to have to compete with The Last Jedi. Rebels is really popular and among Star Wars fans. So, of course, you're going to have Star Wars fans, and then you're going to have The Last Jedi. So it's going to make it really hard for a TV show to compete against the big budget movie. So rather, since the big budget movie airs during the holiday break, take the holiday break anyway. You're going to do it. So I'm saying I don't think they're going to wait until May to air Rebels when they have another Star Wars movie coming out at the end of May. I mean, they ended Rebels really quickly, like really early this year, way before The Last Jedi was released. So I don't see them sitting on Star Wars Rebels, the final final 7 episodes, and just waiting to air it before. So I'm sorry. I'm not comfortable saying that Star Wars Rebels won't be back to May because I don't believe Star Wars Rebels will be back to May until we'll be back. So, they're going to be back, but I don't think it's going to take till May to get them back. So, another article I read, which I read last night, was from a German website where this article went from this German website, and the German website says Star Wars Rebels is returning February 24th with 2 new episodes. One called Jedi Knight, Night, and the second called Doom. And in Doom, apparently the rebels are supposed to be reeling from an incredible loss after going to save one of their own. Now, this got me excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, February 24th. And then I realized, wait a minute. I don't remember when I went and looked at Wikipedia and the Star Wars sites and stuff like that. They had the 3 episodes listed for when Rebels come out with their names. I'm like, I don't remember seeing episodes titled Jedi Knight and Doom. So I went back and I looked. There are no episodes titled Jedi Knight and Doom. None of the episode synopsises have been released. And now I'm starting to doubt whether or not Star Wars Rebels will be back in February, at least for the U.S., because I saw that article from that one website which has accurately predicted the return of Star Wars Rebels. And according to them, Star Wars Rebels is not set to have any new episodes air in February 2018. So I'm starting to think Star Wars Rebels is more likely not coming back till March. I mean, if it was coming back in February, I feel like we would have had the mid-season trailer already, because that usually comes out like 2 to 3, at least 3 weeks before the season starts up again. So we don't have that yet. So unless we get a mid-season trailer within the next 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I don't believe this article either that Star Wars Rebels will be coming back in February any more than I believe that Star Wars Rebels won't be back until May. So simply put, that's a lot of information, and also the fact that this German article named 2 of the episodes. Well, unless they radically change the names from America to German, I doubt that too, because I don't think there are going to be any episodes named Jedi Knight or Doom unless those episodes are going to be later in the season. I don't see them coming back right at the start of the season and instantly airing these 2 episodes. So I don't think they would do that. So honestly, I don't believe Star Wars Rebels is going to be back in February at this point, because I see no concrete proof that it's going to be back in February. Also, I don't think it's going to be airing in May, because I don't think Disney and Lucasfilm would sit on those episodes, like I said, for that long, especially with the fact that they are going to have Solo, a Star Wars story, coming out May 25th, and they still have 7 more episodes to air. that means even if they double up 6 of those episodes and air the 7th one alone, they're still going to be running over into the release date for Solo. So I don't see them waiting until May. At this point, I really truly am leaning toward an early to mid-March mid-season premiere date for season 4, with them ending season 4 sometime in April. So that is what I am leaning toward at this point. I actually went to Twitter and I followed Tracy Cabanano. I think that's how you say her last name. She's a PR, she's a publicist for Lucasfilm, and she actually is the one who, when they premiered the 4th season, she was the one who was posting information about the fact that for like the first week, they were going to do multiple airings of the episode. This is how it's going to work. This is what episodes are going to be when. And she is really good about posting premiere dates and stuff like that. So I went on Twitter and I followed her because another guy who works for Lucasfilm actually recommended that if we have any questions about when the premiere day is going to be, that we go follow her. So I went and followed her on Twitter. But like I said, I honestly am leaning toward the Rebels coming back sometime early to mid-March. And I'm saying early March at the earliest. I'm thinking more like a mid-March premiere. And then it will end sometime in April. I'm also saying maybe late March. But I definitely think they're going to air it sometime in March so they can get all those episodes done a good few weeks before Solo comes out. Excuse me. Sorry. So that's my prediction. I don't think Rebels is coming back till March, which will be fine. So I am kind of bummed. I mean, at this time last year, we were also getting information about Star Wars Celebration, you know, the Star Wars convention, like all this information, the guests, the events, what was happening when, all that stuff was coming out, and we're not getting any of that stuff this year because they have decided that they're going to go back to doing what they did when they originally started Star Wars Celebration, which they are only going to hold Star Wars Celebration in years where they have the episode movies come out. So they apparently decided this last year that the next Star Wars Celebration won't be until 2019, which will be when Star Wars Episode 9 is released that December. And it also happens to be the year that Star Wars Galaxy Edge will open at Disney. So they're waiting until 2019 to do that, which I think if they do it in 2019, they're probably going to do a lot of stuff. If they do it in Florida again, they'll probably do a lot of stuff at Galaxy's Edge. But again, they always change where they've had it. They've had it in California, in Florida, in England. I think they did one year in Germany. I'm not sure, but Star Wars Celebration 2016 was in England, and that was the year Force Awakens came out. Was it 2015 or 2016? 2015, I think, was in California. That was Force Awakens. 2016 was London. That was Rogue One. 2017 last year was Florida, and that was The Last Jedi. So next year we will have Star Wars Celebration 2019, which is kind of bumming me out because I couldn't go, but I really did like watching the live feeds and stuff. And if they have it in Europe, it makes it that much harder to watch because it's like, oh, I have to wait. Oh my gosh, what time do I have to be up? It's much easier when they're doing it in Florida because that's Eastern, and that makes it so much easier for me to watch it. Or California, because California is only 3 hours behind. So for me, watching in Europe, it was like, oh my gosh. So I didn't really watch it. Well, I didn't have a Blu-ray, so I couldn't really watch it. So I'm kind of bummed no Star Wars Celebration this year. That's also bumming me out if I get the show on Mackinac Island. I won't be able to go to Star Wars Night at the Great Lakes Loons. I wish Mackinac Island had some sort of Star Wars event in the summer. Last year, my mom was able to talk to a woman from the 501st because she was getting a cake, and my mom saw the cake, and she got to talking about me and how I'm such a big Star Wars fan, and the woman said, oh, well, some of us are going up to Mackinac Island this summer for trooping, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm sad because I didn't get to see it, though I swear I saw this right before I left. I swear I saw a guy in a 501st t-shirt. So I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, oh, did I really see that? I don't know. So I swear I saw a guy out there in a 501st t-shirt. But I think it'd be really cool. It'd be really nice for Mackinac Island, considering the fact that you have kids there. They're not really isolated, but it's kind of hard to get off an island, especially in like winter and stuff. So it's got to be hard for them because they obviously don't really get to do that much stuff like their peers on the mainland do. So I think it'd be cool if, like, during the summer, it's like the 501st of the Rebel Legion, they did like a little mini convention or gathering on Mackinac Island, because that would be so much fun. I mean, that would be heck of interesting to be on Mackinac Island and all of a sudden just see like a line of stormtroopers and Sith and like the Emperor and Darth Vader and all these bad guys just walking down the middle of Main Street on Mackinac Island, marching past, and then you have the soldiers and they're futuristic, and then you have the horse-drawn carriages, and you're like, whoa! That would be like a really interesting picture of a stormtrooper next to a horse, to one of those tour buggies. Or next to the Grand, one of the carriages from the Grand Hotel, because they're like 1800s. It's like insane. That would be, I just see it in my head, I'm just going, and I'm giggling like an idiot, because it just seems so silly, but that would be so cool, just to see the island get invaded by Star Wars. But it's probably never going to happen, but that's okay, because I can bring a little Star Wars to the island. And in fact, to keep myself thinking positively, at some point, I'm going to make a list of stuff I might take to the island, including my clothes. And I'm like, lots of Star Wars stuff. In fact, I have gotten so much Star Wars stuff, I'm thinking, if anybody gives me a thumbs up or says go for it in the comments below, I'm thinking of doing a video showing off my Star Wars collection. A lot of you guys can see, but I have a ton of clothes that you guys probably haven't seen. And I have my connection discs, which are under my bed. So I would love to do a video saying, hey, it's not like it's not like I have like a ton of Star Wars stuff, but this is my Star Wars collection, and it means a heck of a lot to me. I mean, it is so freaking important to me. And hey, I finally did it. I went out and bought a frame for my Ashley Eckstein autograph. So, it's a big frame, but I think it fits. So, yay, I have a frame for that, and I have to find somewhere better to put it. So, I would love to do that. I'm also thinking, hey, if you guys wanted to do it, Q&A. So, drop a comment below or like the video if you guys want me to do a video showing off my Star Wars collection, and a separate video that is Q&A, which if I might post that on my fanfiction.net page so that I can get some of my followers there to see if they have any questions, because they have a lot of questions. So I might do a Q&A video for them to answer any questions they have about me or my writing or anything like that. So hey, guess what? It's past 12 o'clock. Good afternoon, people. So I'm going to get going. I will post this tomorrow. So everybody out there, y'all. Oh my gosh, I need something. I don't know what I need. I need a life. That's what I need. That's what I desperately need. Oh, speaking of birthday before I go, look at the birthday card my grandma sent me from Kentucky. It has a bike. I don't even know if my grandma knows how much I love going for bike rides, but it's a bike and it's got a basket on it. I love baskets, so this is the style of bike I love. It's my bike. It's my birthday card. My brother got one with puppies. And that's not even the best part. Our envelopes matched our birthday cards. Look at the back. So, my grandma sent my brother and I birthday cards out at the same time because our birthdays are like 7 to 8 days apart. My poor grandma. And then after me, my cousin Jesse has a birthday on Valentine's Day, but we don't send him birthday cards for a reason I'm not going to get to. So, anyway, I'm going to get out going. I will post this tomorrow, so you guys all stay safe and sane. I'm sending everyone lots of love, hugs, and prayers. Triple the love, hugs, and prayers out to California. Oh my gosh, you guys are having it so rough, and 2018 isn't even half over yet. January isn't even half over yet. So, send lots of love, hugs, and prayers, positive thoughts out to California. And just stay safe, stay sane. Just remember, it's going to get better. We still have plenty of time for things to turn around and things to get better and brighter and happier. All I've had to eat today is cereal, and I'm already on a sugar high. There's something wrong. So, I'm going to get going, you guys. Stay safe, stay sane. Like I said, I will talk to you tomorrow. And since we did talk about Star Wars so much, I'm going to throw this in. May the Force be with you always. Bye-bye.